If your pool keeps getting dirty even though you run the pump, this video explains why that fine dirt keeps coming back even after you've already gotten rid of it, and why the system can be working perfectly and still not stop it. The pool looks clean, the water looks clear, nothing looks wrong at first glance. But when you look at the bottom, there's that same fine layer of dirt sitting there again. So you do what makes sense, you run the pump, then later it's still there. Here's the part that most people don't expect. Your pump can be running exactly the way it should, your filter can be clean, nothing can be broken, and that dirt can still keep coming back. Because this isn't leaves and it's not heavy debris. It's fine material, like dust from the air, dead pollen, dead algae, and tiny particles that you can barely see. And that kind of debris is constantly entering the pool. That kind of debris comes in when wind blows, people swim, and every time water evaporates and gets topped off. You didn't miss anything. New fine debris is always being introduced. When the pump runs, it lifts that fine debris off the floor for a short time. So the pool looks better, but then gravity takes over, so the particles settle back down again. Lift, settle, that's the loop. And here's the part that most people never hear explained. Some of that fine debris is so small that it passes right through the system. Not because the filter is bad, but because it's designed to catch particles above a certain size. So while water is circulating and while filtration is happening, some fine debris simply isn't captured. It either settles back down or quietly passes through. That's why this is so confusing, because everything looks like it should be working. The pump is on, the water is moving, the filtration is running, but the dirt keeps coming back. This doesn't mean your pool has a problem, and it doesn't mean your equipment is failing. It means you're dealing with debris that doesn't leave the pool unless physically removed. That's why vacuuming works. Not because it's stronger, but because it's actually removing the particles instead of lifting them and letting gravity take them back. Once you understand that cycle, new debris is coming in, lifting, settling, and some of it bypassing filtration, this problem finally makes sense. So remember this, fine debris keeps coming back because it's constantly reintroduced, settles quickly, and isn't always captured by the system. That's why running the pump alone doesn't solve it, even when you're doing something that feels right. If this helped explain why dirt keeps coming back, there's another moment that confuses a lot of pool owners. It's when you shock the pool and the water turns greener. This video right here explains why that happens and why it isn't a failure.